Hi all, welcome to BALC Cadd. In this video, we are going to see how to dimension the drawing. That is, how to give length, distance, angle and other relations like tangency, concentricity, parallelism, perpendicularism and some more examples. So let's see one by one. The first dimension is the linear dimension. Let's see how the linear dimension works. So first I'll be taking a simple line, for example, and I'll be specifying the length as say 500. Okay. Now you can see there is no dimension. So let us dimension this line. It's so that we go for dimensions, and here you will be selecting a object. If I select this object, you can see the dimension is 500 mm. This is how you go for linear dimension. One more way to give a linear dimension is here you go for linear and you will be selecting the line. This is my first endpoint and this is my second endpoint, so that the dimension is displayed. This is how we go for linear dimensioning. Then next we go for angular dimensioning. For angular dimensioning, I will be taking a line, say at some random angle like this. Now I go for angular dimension and will specify the angle between this line and this line, so that you can see the outer angle is 138.91 and the inside angle is 41.09. This is how angular dimension is done. And also, in order to give aligned dimension, for example, if I want to give dimensions to this aligned line, so I go for aligned dimensions and will specify the line. This line, I mean end of a line, and this end of a line, so that you can see aligned dimensions like this. So this is how aligned dimension is used. Then next we have radius, diameter and then arc length. So let me draw a simple arc first. First point, second point and then third point. So arc length defines the length of a arc. Go for arc length and we'll select a arc, so that you can see here it is giving a length of a arc. It is 440.06. Fine. This is how arc length dimension is done. Then next we go for radius and then diameter one. Say circle. I have drawn a circle like this. Then we go for radius, so that the radius of a circle is displayed 191.15. So for the same thing we go for diameter and you can specify the diameter also like this 382.30. Fine. This is how we use radius and then diameter dimension. This is all about dimension. Now let's see how to edit the style of a dimension, so that we go for dimension style, DIMSTY, dimension style. Enter. Here you can see the dimension style manager is open. So here we go for standard and we will not going to modify the standard. We go for new and here you will enter your sample name. Say we'll be giving us a blank. Okay. Enter. Here you can specify the text style, that is the font of a text and the text color, fill color, text height, everything you can define here. So let me go for text style first. Here I'll be selecting whichever the font I require. We go for font and we're selecting a required font. Say some random font. Okay, this is my font. Then font style, regular or italic, and then size of a font and then height. This is not required. Apply and then close. I have set the text style and you can select text color also. By default you can see here the text color is white. but you can select the required color you want. Say I'll be selecting red color. Okay, then fill color is not required. Why? Because you can see the preview here, the text color is red. If I go for fill color, it will show like a block. For example, I go for green, you can see like this background will be in a block form. So we usually don't prefer this. Let it be none itself. Then text height, you can specify the height of a text, say 10 mm, and fraction height not required, and placement of a text is defined here. For vertical, it has been selected as centered. If I change this, then you can see the preview here, the changing. I'm giving above, so that it is drawn, I mean the dimension is drawn above the line, dimension line. So in horizontal also you go for at extension line one, you can see the changing dimensions. So usually we prefer center itself, don't do any changes in this. Okay, then view direction is from left to right itself, and here you can align along the line. As I given horizontal, all dimensions are in horizontal itself. If I give this as align with line, then you can see it is aligned with the dimension line. This is vertical, this is horizontal, and this is at an angle of 60 degree. Like this, it will be aligned with dimension line. So this is about text. Then we can define lines also. Line type, line weight, line color. Line color defines the lines. For example, dimension line, I will selecting as green color, so that you can see here it has turned into green. And extension line color will be giving as say blue color, so that you can see here. And then line type is nothing but continuous line, dashed lines, dotted lines, etc. Usually we prefer continuous line itself. If you want to change, you go for other, you can give load here, and you can see there are number of predefined line types here, so that you can select whichever the line type you want, then you can give OK. So for right now, I'm not going to select anything. Why? Because the default should be straight line itself. Fine. And line weight is defined as the thickness of a line. You can see here the thickness of a line is defined here. Usually block or else 0.25 is the standard one. If you want any other line thickness, you can select here. Okay, this is line weight. And also the extension lines, line type, and then line weight you can define here. And also you can define the symbols and arrows, how the dimension arrows should be. Like closed, here you will be having many options like closed, filled, closed, blank, dot, dot blank, dot small, and some more. But usually we don't do any changes here. You can increase or decrease the arrow size. Say I'll be giving it as 5. Okay. So now you can see the arrow marks here. So this is about lines, symbol, arrow mark, text. It is not required. And here primary units is important. Here you will be specifying the precision and then unit format. What unit you want. So here you will be specifying decimal itself, and precision can be varied according to your convenience. So this is for linear dimension and this is for angular dimension. Here you go for decimal degrees itself, and if you want you can specify the precision also. So this is dimension style. So now we will select blank and give it as set current. Fine. So now you can see when I go for dimension, and we'll go for dimensioning this line. Here you can see the text size I have defined, that extension line colors, dimension line colors, the arrowhead, everything is shown as what I defined, right? This is how we do dimension style. One more example I'll show. Go for diameter. I'll selecting diameter of this. So can you see this is the predefined one, and this is what we customized. Okay, this is how dimension style works. And we also have one more thing. It is called as dimension edit, dim edit. So we'll be seeing about this while we are dealing with isometric drawings. Okay, so this is all for now. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.